happy Saturday. I'm finally going to do this after the Instagram shortage that happened on Wednesday. So I'm really excited to put up another Instagram inspiring figures feature today. So for those who don't know, Inspiring Figures is a column I write on my blog pawlean.com, and it's a feature where I try and get women involved to promote what they're working on. So it's not just women, but it's people in general. But this month's features are all women to celebrate International Women's Day and Women's History Month. So I'm just going to wait for my guest to arrive today. I'm really excited to have her on board. She's been someone I've been watching and following since for as long as I remember, I think. So she's a social media guru, and we've never really spoken about social media and personal branding before on this feature. So I'm really excited to get her on board. And so, yeah.
Yes,
hello.
I see you. Hi.
You can see me now. So sorry about that. I think it might be because I'm in Leeds and my internet here isn't that good compared to Sheffield, but
I switched to data anyway, so I was like, I don't want my internet to F it up. So.
That's actually a good idea. That is a good idea. I should have done that. Oh well. So hello, thank you so much again for joining us today. I'm so excited to speak to you. So So for those who have just joined, I'm talking to Ishan today for my Inspiring Figures feature, and I'm just really excited to have her because, like I said, this feature is going to talk about social media and personal branding, which is something no one has spoken about exactly in this feature. So I'm really excited to have her. So let's get started. So for those who don't know you, could you tell us a bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm a social media coach. So basically everything social media. I love social media. So I just thought, that's, I think, the best thing I could do with my business and with myself if I'm running a business, because I enjoy marketing, but I'm a big fan of digital marketing and especially social media. And I know how powerful it is. And that's how we met as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know what I mean? It just has no boundaries. It just literally breaks every barrier. And I'm a social media coach and I work with women because I really want more of women to step up and be business women, because we see, talk about diversity all the time. Yeah. I'm all about that. So that's the main reason why I work with women most of the times. So yeah, that's who I am.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm I think it is social media in general is such a big part of everyone's lives now, including businesses. So it's great that you're doing lots of work around that, especially for women, because even though social media is for everyone, women don't tend to step up and be leaders in that world. So
I know, digital coding and everything. There's not, I mean, even if they want to, I guess they're not many out there yet, even if they want to. So it's like, if people like us who really are doing it right now can inspire one person, the difference is done, right? I mean,
exactly. So I'm actually really interested on how you decided to take this path, and how did you get to where you are right now? Because I think a lot of my audience are people who are recently graduated or about to graduate or students, and I think a lot of them are taught at school that you have to leave university, go straight to a 9 to 5 job rather than pursue maybe what they actually want to do, or understand that there are so many different options. So I'm just interested in how you got to where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, my first choice was to get a job, because as my parents are always just, you have to have education, and I'm glad I got a master's degree and everything, but they were get a job and everything, and then just get with the flow, everybody's doing things. Yeah. But sometimes, when you don't have any other option, you just have to go with, when they say when there's no option, you will have to really push yourself forward. Yeah. So because I'm an international student and I'm from India, my parents are back there, so they sent me here to study, and my visa was expiring. And I was like, I really wanted to live in the UK because I know the amount of opportunities it has in
Yeah.
terms of career. And even India has it, but I wanted to really live here. I just love
Yeah.
England.
It's a great place.
I know, I've just like enjoyed living here for like 6 years. So I was like, I want to live here, and then applying for 9 to 5 jobs and graduate schemes that sponsor visas. It's so
Yeah.
freaking hard. I mean,
Yes.
it's being hard more than that. It's more so competitive. You don't know where you're gonna land. So I always wanted to have like another option. And I mean, shout out to my parents. They've been very supportive throughout because my dad was like, so they also have like entrepreneur visa, which I ended up. I thought I'm gonna apply, and I used to joke with my friends, who's gonna give me that visa? Like, it's so hard to get it. And I
Yeah.
was like, no, not gonna happen, man. Just, we're just having fun. And last year I was like, I have to try. If I don't, I'm gonna regret my whole life.
Definitely.
And so I actually spoke to these people at Derby University, and they were so supportive, and they actually really understood the vision about helping people with digital skills. That's my main agenda.
Yeah.
So that's why I've become a social media coach, and now will be, it's more inclined towards helping people with digital skills and everything. So it's just, when you don't have an option, I applied for the visa and I got it, and I was like, what? Shit got
Amazing.
real.
Yeah. I mean,
You know?
I'm so glad that you got it because you are obviously really good at what you do. And
Oh,
it's great. It's amazing that you gave yourself that option because I think when you are faced with like plan A or plan B and that doesn't work, you
yeah,
need to create options for yourself. And it's just really it's
exactly.
really good that you
Yeah.
like thought about that and did that. Oh, I'm so happy for you. It's really
Thank you.
like I signed up to your newsletter yesterday and I was like, why didn't I do this before? Because honestly,
Oh,
it's amazing. If you guys are listening, definitely check it out. It's like incredible. I'll put some links when I write this up,
oh, thank
but yeah,
you.
it's incredible. So what does your everyday, your day to day look like? In terms
Well,
of
my day to day, I mean, it's very flexible. I mean, that's what I love about this work and
yeah.
owning a business, because it is like, it's flexible in terms of you can wake up anytime.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'm not gonna even talk about you here because you wake
That's a
up.
long conversation.
That's like a long conversation for another day. So like, you can wake up anytime and you can have your own schedule. If you even want to work for like 24 hours a day, right? It's your business and you would do it. And if you're actually employed by somebody else, I'm gonna work 9 to 5 and then it's my life.
Yeah.
But in business, you might have to work double. Like people talk about work smarter than harder, but I'm sorry, like you have to freaking work hard.
Yeah.
Maybe in a smart way,
Yeah.
but you have to work hard.
Definitely.
So, day to day is more like I'll wake up. I've started a good routine though. So I'll probably do like a bit of meditation because business takes a lot of your mind, stress and
I can
anxiety, and
imagine.
anxiety and
Yeah.
everything. So meditation, I've started doing a lot of, I write like a five like thing for I'm grateful for I am, so 5 things, and the book. I kept it here because I was like, I
Oh
want to share
yeah.
this. I've been reading this book. Oh my God.
That is such a good book. I
I'm
recommend it.
like,
Incredible.
I am like, oh my God, like, I love it. So
Yeah.
this is like another thing that's been added in my day these
It's
days.
amazing.
I know. And then I reply to emails, have like some client work done, and work on my coaching, which will be launching soon, end of this month. So officially. So I'm so excited. So a lot of work has been going around that. So I've been working literally throughout the day. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
right now is just work, work, work. So hopefully when things, when the launch goes out and everything, it will settle down a little bit and then I'll get back to a more fixed routine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that is a really like it's a really awesome that you have that flexibility. I
Oh
think
yeah.
it's incredible. Honestly, I'm so jealous sometimes. Sometimes I'm like,
Sorry.
oh, I wish I could have that flexibility. But like,
You can.
these 9 to 5 jobs, and being a business owner or an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
there's like pros and cons for both of them. But it's really great that
Absolutely.
it's working for you. I think that I hope that a lot of people get out of this, that maybe it's not for everyone, but you can make it work for yourself. And it sounds like you've got a really good routine
Yeah, I mean, I
going.
think you have to like set a bit of boundaries as well in a lot of things with people sometimes.
Yeah.
So, you know, one thing that one of these people I know, LinkedIn, always told me when the thing is, I think we can, when you're starting off a business or even doing a job, and if you want to do something on the side, like you do it as well on the
Yeah.
side, right? To
Yeah.
the point, I don't think anybody can rely on one income.
Hmm. I
You
agree.
know, there always has to be, if you want to grow, you have to always be willing to learn. If you're thinking a job can get you everything you need, it's not possible. Like I've seen my parents, they do a job and they also do things on the side. It's just a million things because one earning will not help you grow.
Definitely.
And as I said, I mean, when you finish uni, learning only starts.
Yeah.
Real life starts off.
Oh, I learned that the hard way.
Me too. Ask me about it.
I graduated like, okay, I'm ready, like
I
I know
know.
everything, and then it's like, whew.
Whoa, okay, life just got real. What do I do with
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah, but yeah, no, you are completely right. So
Yeah.
in terms of like your full day, what is the best part, do you think, of your like day to day?
I think the best part is like the kind of on day-to-day basis, I would say I can work from home. That's the big, I'm just thinking because there's
Yeah.
a couple of things. I think the best day would be that I can work from wherever, you know, I want. It does not restrict me to be like, you know, you have to be here for this amount of time.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have commitments. If
Yeah.
you have a call, if you have this and that, if you have a meeting, you have to be there. But it's very flexible.
Yeah.
So even if I want to like take a trip, which I've not taken like I don't know in how long, but if you do want to, you know, you can. And I think the best part of the day is like when I talk to people, and a lot of times you don't even realize when you're in that social, you know, in that online digital, you know, what do you say, spectrum,
Yeah.
the kind of people you're probably influencing, and out of the blue, one day you will get this message saying, you know, like I saw this post and it's been really good, and you know, if when you talk to them, it's just the kind of impact you've had on people. I think even one message you get from somebody in a day that just makes
Yeah.
you really like, damn, you know, I might be doing something right.
Yeah,
So
definitely. I think these
yeah,
like
so
the small things, like I don't think a lot of people realize that when they look
yeah,
at an impactful person, that they've
yeah,
literally done small things and that
yeah.
has impacted one person, and eventually over time it grows. And I think I see it every single day with you, and I see your impact and see what you're doing, and it honestly
Oh,
is
thank
incredible.
you.
So
I
I
see
understand that.
yours. Come on. I see those
Thank
messages,
you.
those tweets and everything. I was like, God, she's doing
This is
good.
why this is why we're talking. Exactly. Oh, that's great. That's really awesome. That's really nice to hear. So, what do you think? I think this is like a huge part of this whole conversation. I think I'd love to get your like thoughts on it.
Yeah.
What's your main tips for anyone wanting to grow their social media? If you could give like one take home message, what would it be?
Well, I would just say that stop trying to sell,
You're right. Yeah.
you know, like focus on really adding value to people's lives, and just because a lot of times when you're starting a business, or even if you're not starting a business, just building your kind of profile online, even I get into that comparison spiral
Yeah.
a lot of times. You feel overwhelmed a lot of times. It's about being honest what's going on,
Yeah.
you know? Don't just try to sell your stuff. People want to see you as a person. People want to see the authenticity.
Yeah.
I mean, like for instance, I follow you because I see you talk about the days you've had a break, you know?
Yeah.
You've had that day when it was horrible, and those days when you feel like you're on the top. And I think I feel similar way, because if people are not, I think perfection is an illusion.
Yeah.
And if you're not sharing, if you had a crappy day, like what the hell? I don't believe you. You've never had a crappy day.
Yeah. I know.
I know, right? So I would rather be talking to somebody who is more vulnerable, who can show vulnerability, because that's freaking strength.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, just be authentic. People are thinking way too much about social media. Obviously, there has to be a strategy if you're having a launch or something happening, but don't be afraid to. I've got given so many tips. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it's amazing. No, definitely.
So, don't be afraid to like show a bit of yourself or even a bit more of yourself.
Yeah.
People, because people want to see that. Who wants to see a product all the
Yeah,
time?
exactly.
Like,
No.
I can go to the shop to see it on the shelf.
Yeah, exactly. Or on their website or something.
I
But,
know.
that's exactly like there's a saying I think that people don't buy brands that they don't buy products.
They don't buy products, they buy from people.
From people. That's it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not brands, it's more
So,
people. So definitely what you said, what you touched on authenticity
yeah.
is so important. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that like I've been trying to do, like it was almost by accident, like when people are like asking me how do you build your brand, I'm like, oh, I did it by accident because genuinely
Don't tell me, come on. But I really
I literally started blogging when I was younger, and then since then I've always just used the internet as my like online diary. So it was literally just me being open. And like you said, that's what people want to see nowadays. They want to see the vulnerability. They want to connect with people rather than brands on selling like, oh, like every single day you see a tweet like, oh, I'm selling this product, buy from this, buy from that, buy from that. But they actually care about people and how they feel. And that's
Yeah.
really...
I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, if you're a business, you're not a charity. You want to be selling.
Oh, definitely.
Right. You know what I mean? Is to like not care about selling. They're lying. I mean, I do care about selling. Everybody cares about selling. But the point is, how are you selling it? Are you selling it with purpose? Are you just selling it for like, yeah, I'm gonna make $10,000? I don't know, like in a day. And these advertisements you see about I've made these many dollars or whatever, like these $1 million in these days, like you know when they talk about in 6 months, I've been from here to here, like I've grown from here to here. But the thing is, do you just look at their background? How long had they been trying? Like, when did they really start?
Yeah.
And how many businesses did they end up failing? And then it took them 6 months. So people just get stuck with those 6 months or like that 1 month they've done great, but they don't look at the backstory. So I would really say look at the backstory. And that's when you will realize it's not like a 1 month or a 6 month game. It takes time to build any brand, personal, business, or whatever you want to do on social media. So.
No, that is so true. I think it's similar to when people just look at people's social media feeds and they're like, they have a perfect life and everything's going well for them.
I know.
And, it's like an overnight success when it definitely isn't. I think
I know, it's
being
not.
open. Being open and transparent is definitely really, really important.
Yeah,
it's
definitely. That's transparent. Yeah.
Definitely, exactly. This has gone really quick already. I'm on my last question. Right? Unless anyone else has any questions. But my last question for you is, what have you got planned for the future? And what is like the future? This is such a like horrible question because I hate being asked about the future. But what do you sort of want to hopefully get into like in the future? And what do you see your work going into?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I want to like. The thing is, I have got a million ideas, like everybody else does.
Yeah.
But one thing that I have planned is obviously my social media coaching that I'm launching, and then I've got a podcast that is actually the title actually is The Imperfect. I told you about it. I think The Imperfect Entrepreneur Podcast. So it's all about people who don't have their shit together. Like, just let's talk about it. Simple. Yeah. So these are a couple of things. I want to do more speaking gigs. I'm so inspired by you, girl, like honestly.
Thank you so much.
So I want to do more speaking gigs. That's like my kind of to up level, like the next level of my business. So there's a lot of things planned out, and I'll be sharing it on my Instagram, everything what I'm doing. So I always try to like keep everybody in the loop or what's happening, what's not going right, what might be going right. So I mean, it's just a lot of digital stuff planned out.
I'm so excited for you. Oh, we've just got a question. I've just
looked. Oh yeah, Kim, that's Kim.
Yay! Hey, how do you make how do you guys make others take you seriously? Oh, that's actually a very important question, because sometimes I've had conversations with people
Yeah.
about like stuff I've done online, and some people just don't take me seriously. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. So have you got any advice?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, like one big factor that actually affects me a lot because like I'm a millennial, right?
Yeah,
I'm like 25. So I'm in that kind of age range where
yeah,
I am a millennial and people have this perception of, like we don't know stuff or like people look at us as from that age point of view as well. Like, you're a social media coach, what do you even know sometimes? And the thing is, you don't want to be working with those people anyway. If
mm,
somebody's not taking you seriously, they will never take you seriously. Even if they take you seriously, they'll always have the doubt in their mind. There's no
definitely.
point trying to convince them because you want to be working with people who have faith in you. That's why, we always talk about building trust before you
Yeah,
try to even get somebody on a podcast or sell it to somebody or like do different things like collaborate. You want to be building trust. And when there is trust, they will believe in you, they will take you seriously. And people who don't, who cares?
yeah. No,
We
that
can't
is
change
so
them,
true.
can we? We can't
I
change them. So,
Exactly. But I think
yeah.
from my point of view, there was someone someone that, because I literally had a similar experience and I was so upset about it. I told my friend, and my
Yeah.
friend said to me that you just have to literally kill them with kindness and just like forget about them. Exactly, right?
Kindness and success.
Yeah, success.
Kindness and
Keep,
success.
exactly.
Yes.
Keep doing it and keep doing whatever you're doing, whether it's like building your social media or building your online presence. And as soon
Exactly.
as you get the results and the success, people are going
Yeah.
to be like, people can't ignore you. So even if they want to,
Exactly.
they literally can't.
Yeah, I mean, the funny part is, since like, like when you start showing people the kind of results you're getting,
Mhm.
they would start changing their mind
Yeah,
slowly. It's not like an overnight thing where people will start taking you seriously. It's more like you will have to show them that how much work you're putting in. It's not even about being perfect. It's not
yeah,
even about having all the answers. It's about progress. So
yeah.
if people see that you're progressing in your career, they would be inspired.
That is so
Because
true.
if you're like at point C and they're still stuck at point A, they would want to know how you got to that point C, not to the point Z where it's right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
definitely. No, that is so true. I think like
yeah.
as soon as you show that, what I did has resulted in this and stuff, people start taking you seriously. I love all the hearts. I love it.
I know it's Kim as well. Thanks for the
Amazing.
question, Kim.
Thank you so much for asking that question. Okay, so
Yeah.
that is literally the end of our conversation. Time has flown by
Yeah.
so
I
quickly.
know, right? I'm
So
like, where did
um,
it go?
I know I've got so much out of that, but thank you so much. So,
No,
where can people find you on social media?
well, Ishan Berry, just type in, you'll be tagging me in your post, hopefully. So,
Yes,
just shoot me a DM, literally just drop by and say hi. I'm open to conversation or anything, even if it's not for business, just drop by and say hi, man. Like, honestly,
yeah.
just that chilled
Honestly,
out.
I just want to share a quick story. So when Instagram was down on Wednesday, we literally
Oh
just
my God.
spoke on WhatsApp video for like half an hour, and it was fantastic.
I
Honestly,
know.
Ishan is so authentic. She's
Uh,
like amazing. Thank
you
you
are
so much.
authentic, girl. Like, honestly, like, I
Oh,
love you. I've told you when I was like, I'm like starstruck when you called me. I was like, I'm talking to Pauline. Hello.
oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
So yeah, no,
So
I'm so
just
happy. Thank you for having me. I'm really
No, thank
honored.
you so much. Thank you so much. I
So
can't wait to do a write up. So just to let everyone know, I'll be doing a write up on my blog about everything we spoke about today. I'm also gonna make sure that this video is on YouTube. I'm gonna get my brother does all the post production stuff for that, so
how much
people.
is he charged? You gotta give me his prizes
Oh
for
my!
my
Oh my
podcast.
God! It's free, girl. Free for family. So yeah, and I'll just do the write up and share it on social media. But thank you so much again for
Thank
speaking with me
you.
today, and have a lovely Saturday. I'll speak to you
You
soon.
too. Enjoy, relax, just chill out.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Netflix and chill for me today.
me too.
See you later. Thank
See
you,
you
everyone.
soon.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody.